Welcome to Apricot Cottage Studio. Today we're going to explore the set of Snowflake Wishes. And this is a beautiful set of stamps, and it also comes with dies. I love snowflakes, at least in stamp form, if not outside. Today we're going to start with some simple cards, and then I'm going to do a series of videos where the steps will get a little bit more complicated. So the first one we're going to start with is this Snowflake Wishes card, and it's very simple stamping, but it looks quite effective. And the key to this one is doing a little bit of ink blending. So I'm going to use Mint Macaron, Barmy Blue, and Pool Party for my colors today. And what I'm going to do is just simply blend them on the stamp itself. This is a nice easy way to do it. Just a little bit of color here and there. And then I'm going to add some Highland Heather. If I want to keep it soft, I'll use Highland Heather because that's the softer purple. But I can also use a little bit of the Gorgeous Grape if I want to make it a little bit darker. So I'm going to huff on this to make it a little bit moist. And I'm going to just do it in the corner of the card, and I'm using it on the soft white with a little bit of sparkle, and that blends the colors very nicely, like that. And then, oops, I have a little ink on my finger. I'm going to use the Gorgeous Grape. This one is quite light, so I use the light blue, Balmy Blue. But this one I'm going to use a slightly darker tone. I'll fit that right in that little space. Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. And then I can mount that on a piece of Highland Grape or Highland Mauve, and then put May Your Season Sparkle. And I'll need to trim that a little bit. Take that fingerprint off. There we go. And I'll use some of the beautiful iridescent ribbon, and I've put a little bit of tape on the back, and I can put it over the like that. Okay, so that's one version. It's nice to put a little bit of clear embossing powder over that, and it will make the colors stand out. And if you do it fast enough, the colors will blend. I won't run my heat tool. The next one I'm going to show you is the Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas with some ink blending. So all I did for this one is I stamped different snowflakes, and there's quite a few selections in the Snowflake Wishes, and I white embossed it. And then I'm going to take the brand new Stampin'Up blending brushes that are coming up in January. I love these. It has a beautiful effect, and I'm going to use the same colors again because I like that combination. A little bit of green, a little bit of blue. And you can use the same brushes. The trick with these is to start off on your mat or glass mat and just ink it like this, coming off the mat so you don't get a lot of marks. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Pool Party again, starting off the mat, bringing it across. And I don't have to change my brush because this is all blues and greens, but I will change my brush for the purples. Right now these are sold in a set of 3, and I can hardly wait to get enough so I can have one for each color family. But you don't have to clean it off. To clean it, all you need to do is wipe it on a cloth and brush it off. Or you can put some soap and water on. I don't do that because I use the same brush for the same family. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Highland Heather for the corner here. And you can see how nicely that inks up and blends. And then I want to add a little bit of Gorgeous Grape. I'm using the same brush just for the edge. There we go. And I might go back in and blend a little bit more blue. Just here. There we go. That's very pretty. And I keep my brushes in a little container. I'm going to fill it up with some floral glass pieces so that they'll stay upright. That's a nice way to keep them. Then I just take my rag and wipe off the ink off the embossed surface. There we go. And now, instead of stamping the Christmas one, I think I'm going to stamp Our Friendship is One of a Kind. So then I can use this after Christmas. And let's see, on this one, Our Friendship is One of a Kind. And I can use that, I think, in the grape, because that will be a nice contrast. That will fit right in here. There we go. So that's what that looks like. Then I'm going to add some of that beautiful iridescent ribbon. Where did it go? Well, I guess I'll have to find it later. And I'll add some of the beautiful blue adhesive back gems just to add a little bit of texture. And I can add blue or I can add green. And I think I will put a blue one up here and a green one down here. Tie in both the colors. There we go. That's the beginning of that card. And then when I find my ribbon, I'll attach it like that, and that's what that one will look like. So thank you for joining me today. Look for the next in the series, and we're going to do an increasing amount of challenging cards, and you'll be able to see how versatile this set is called Snowflake Wishes. Thanks for joining me today.